is different than a Facebook Live. I'm Megan Skiles. I've been with Norwex for a little over 5 years, and if you would have asked me 5 years ago if I would be standing here in Hawaii, I would have said, you have the wrong girl. Especially to be up here speaking in front of all of you. I'm literally shaking. But God had other plans for me and for my business, and I am so blessed and thankful to be standing here among the best in the business. So way to go, guys. Way to be here. When I was asked to speak on consistency, is what Lynn, my RSM, asked me to speak on, the first thing I said is, that's my jam. I know how to be consistent. My second thing was, what do I wear? But I tell people all the time, I don't do anything super fancy. I don't do anything special. I am just consistent. I have pretty much done the same Facebook party for the last 5 years. I've changed some posts, but Facebook has been the way that I've partied. Now, I did do home parties before COVID, but when COVID happened, I switched completely onto Facebook, and that's exactly where I have stayed. I've tried the other parties, but Facebook, like I said, has been where I have stayed. I didn't earn the trip my first 2 years of the business, because my goal after I started was focused on a number. It wasn't on parties, and my number was $2,000 in sales. I wanted to hit that $2,000 mark every single month, and I did. There was only 1 month that I did not hit it, and it was the month I joined. But other than that, I hit that mark every month. It was just like clockwork. And I would look at people like Sharon Tyler and think, how in the world is she doing this? How is she earning these trips? That can't happen, for real. And it wasn't until COVID happened and my business exploded. I am very competitive. I shared with Lynn last night, I ran cross country and track in high school and college, and in college my coach actually made me throw out my watch, because even on easy run days, I would try to beat myself. So that's how I, during COVID, ran my business. I thought, I am going to hold this many parties, and then when I did that, the next month I thought, I can double that, or I can add a couple more. And it kind of just snowballed. And Lynn really helped me to take my focus from that $2,000 mark to how many parties do you want to hold. She said, Megan, the sales are going to come. How many parties do you want to hold? And so that's when my mind shift started to change. Sorry, I have my notes and I want to make sure I say everything. So after doing that for so long, I got tired, as you can imagine. And I had to find my sweet spot. I had to take a step back and look at what my goals were going forward. I knew I couldn't keep that up for my sanity, my husband's sanity, my kids' sanity, and everyone in my home. So my sweet spot is 6 to 8 parties booked a week. Do I hold 6 to 8 parties every single week? No, because I have people cancel on me. I have, reschedules, all of that. But I know if I am going to hit that 6 to 8 parties booked a week, I'm going to bring on new team members. And that is my ultimate goal, is to add 3 new team members every single month. And so with those 6 to 8 parties, that's been how I have been able to sustain my team growth. I'm not going to go into my whole party because we are in Hawaii, we want to celebrate, right? But there are some key things that I do in my parties. Like I said, it's Facebook. I run them Sunday through Wednesday. But the 3 or 4 key things that I do is before the party starts, I ask every host if they would like to join. And I do that through a voice message. And that's how I have gotten probably 95% of my recruits. It's just asking my hosts. And then I turn that into their launch party, and then they have their VIP group already set up for them, and they're ready to go. They're feeling successful. They've had people order from them, and they can go forward from there. The second thing I do, I know there's some controversy with this, is I friend request everybody on my parties, and I do this because I want them to be able to receive messages from me on Facebook Messenger, and there's a better chance of them seeing those messages if we're friends with them. So I know some people are kind of iffy about that, but that's what I do. That's what's worked for me. And piggybacking off of that, I send every single person on the party. Sometimes it's 50 people. I copy and paste the message to, asking them if they would be willing to host a party and help their friend out getting some sweet booking gifts. The third thing I do on all of my parties is also to ask me about my job game. I know it's very simple, like many of you do, but after people comment on that, I always follow up with a message asking them if they would like more information about the business. And then the fourth thing is I always try to rebook my host. I ask them if they would like to book for 6 months out or same time next year, and then going into this year, I already had so many parties on my calendar and ready to go. And then another thing that I do in my business is the buying club. But that is not my sole business. That is a supplement to my party calendar. I want to be in front of as many people as I can to continue to grow my business. And then I also am a busy mom. I have 2 small kids. I'm a homeschool mom, so my time is very, very limited with all the crazy football and gymnastics and everything that goes on. So I have to be very time focused and very intentional about what I'm going to do each day, and I have tasks written down. Those are my non-negotiables that I'm going to do each day. My favorite day of the week is Thursday because that's my booking day. That's when I send all my booking messages, and I have even brought my team along with me in that. We do a Zoom call every Thursday night, and we work together. We get on, we make our Frankie lists, we reach out together, we turn our videos off, and then we rejoin and we go over what has happened during that hour. But that's very simple of what I do. I just focus on that book, sell, and recruit, and that is what has sustained my business. And if you're in this room today, you know what to do. You just have to be consistent and continue to do it, and you will never miss a trip again. Thank you.